Hey guys, how's it going? Matt here. Haven't done a video in a really long time, but somebody actually commented on one of my posts to ask for an update on what I've been buying. So um, they asked, and I'm gonna do it. So first up is at the drive-ins Vaya or Via. Um, sorry, I went to play music, but my speakers aren't on, so I'm not gonna even get up. Um, so this is, like I said, at the drive-in. This is a 10-inch. It's from 2000 and oh, from sorry, 1999. So it's pretty old. This has Ursa Minor on it. It has 300 megahertz, 1986 or 1980D. I don't know. So really good. This is right before. Oh, I'm sorry. It's got really nice white vinyl, which is pretty sick. I actually picked this up for 20 bucks at Looney Tunes. It's a store on Long Island where I live, out in Suffolk County. If anybody is familiar with it, they run shows and stuff there, which is cool. I've never actually gone to one at the store, but they have a nice little stage set up, and it has a bunch of great stuff for really good prices. To the other record store that I usually frequent, as this is not going back in. There we go. The other store that I go to mostly doesn't have a lot of new stuff in terms of stuff that I actually listen to. It's more like classic rock for its vinyl. They have new stuff, but not enough for me. So I checked out this place. It's a little farther away, but really really awesome stuff. Next up is Atoms for Peace. This is AMOC. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. This is Tom York from Radiohead, and Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's very electronic. It's kind of Radiohead-ish, which I think most of Tom York's stuff is, which is kind of for me something that is kind of a drawback. I don't know. I feel like if he's gonna do side projects that sound like Radiohead, I'd rather just have Radiohead. But this is more electronic and I guess more. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna use it, but it's not really dance-ish, but just more up tempo type stuff. I'm not very good at describing music, which is one of the reasons why I don't do many videos. But this is AMOC from Atoms for Peace. Next up is Arcade Fire, The Suburbs. Really awesome record. I have this on CD, but I wanted to pick it up on vinyl, and I found it on Best Buy, which is actually a really good site to buy music from. It was, I think, only 20 bucks. Double LP, really awesome. This is my favorite Arcade Fire album. I think they're actually coming out with another one this year, which I'm pretty excited for. Next up is American Football. This is the first, I think their um, first full length album. This was off polyvinyl. There's a bunch of different. It's Mike Kinsella is I guess the lead guy. He's been in a bunch of different bands. He was in Captain Jazz, and I don't know. I think his brother is Owen, who plays under the name Owen. I'm not sure, but yeah, American Fall, really really awesome album. Definitely recommend it. Next is Animal Collective's Perryweather something. I can't remember the name. Um, Actually pull it out to get the actual name. It's just regular black vinyl. Merriweather Post Pavilion. That was it. Sorry, kind of a tongue twister. I'm not a huge Animal Collective fan. I actually hated them, but it's kind of a stupid reason why I wasn't a fan of theirs. It wasn't because of their music. I had never actually listened to them. It was just a guy in college who I really, really hated, was obsessed with Animal Collective, so I just didn't like them by association. I still don't love them. This is definitely my favorite album by theirs. I've heard it's their poppiest album, so that's probably why I like it. Their other stuff is really experimental and weird, but that is actually a really good album. I don't know if I've shown that yet. I don't know if I've shown this yet, but this is Beach House Bloom. Really, really awesome record. It was definitely one of my favorites in 2012. It's just beautiful. It's so nice to listen to. Just really, um, melodic and just kind of just really nice to listen to is the best way. Again, I'm not good at describing music. I can't tell you who it sounds like or anything like that. But really, really dig this record. This is another one I got off Best Buy for pretty cheap. Next up is Grizzly Bears Shields. Shields, sorry, plural. Really, really great record. Um, I just recently got into Grizzly Bear. I know they have a couple other albums. I actually have an EP by theirs. Actually, no, not really an EP. It's more of just a single 7-inch. So this one was on my radar for a while, and then I finally a couple weeks ago picked it up off of. I can't remember where I bought this, to be honest. So definitely one of my favorite albums, 2012. This is off of Warp Records. This is from 2012. There's a few other of theirs I have to pick up. This was like 28 bucks. It was on Best Buy again. It's 28 bucks, which was more than I like to spend on records, but I figured this one's going to be hard to find, and I'll probably have to pay more down the road, so why don't you just pick it up. This is MGMT. This is their debut album from 2008. This has Time to Pretend, Weekend Wars, a bunch of pretty well-known bunch of well-known songs. The thing I like most about this, I don't really like the cover art too much, but I really like the record itself. It looks very old. It just says, Columbia Records on it. So I don't know. I like that. It was cool. It was something I noticed immediately. Really, really good record. It's been out for, like I said, 5 years, so I'm sure there's nothing I really have to talk about him, so I get to avoid that. Really good, really catchy, just pop, electronic pop. Speaking of electronic pop, this is the Postal Service, Give Up. This is not the 2013 reissue that just came out, the deluxe reissue. This is just the 2004 album. I don't know why they didn't wait till next year to release it, but I really, really like this album. I think it's awesome. It's got a lot on here. It has the regular album, and then it has a bunch of I don't know if this was. I'm sure it was how it was released, but it has a bunch of covers of theirs. So We Will Become Silhouettes was covered by the Shins. Such Great Heights by Iron and Wine. So really good stuff on here. I didn't want to get the reissue for no real reason. I just didn't want to wait. I was really on a Postal Service kick and I didn't have it on vinyl, so I picked it up. They are actually touring pretty soon. I'm actually going to go see them in Brooklyn in June, I believe. This is a weird one. This is Radiohead. I think it's like three remixes. I think it came out on Record Store Day. I don't know. It was at the record store that I picked up at the drive-in album. It was $6, so I actually haven't listened to this yet. But this is one I'm not sure if I showed you guys in my last video. This is really good band, Real Estate. This is a reality. This is their EP right before they released Days in 2011, which is one of my favorite records of all time. So this is off of Mexican Summer, which is based in Brooklyn. I actually picked this up from their store. Not their store. They have in their office. Them and Captured Tracks kind of, I guess, share office space, and there's a store on the bottom floor on the street level called Co-op 87 or something like that. And they have a really good store there. This was pretty cheap. I think I paid like $5 for it. Really good. Definitely recommend checking out Real Estate. Next is The Strokes. This is their first album. I think it's Is This It? And it's pretty awesome, to be honest. I really, really like this. When this came out, I didn't really like them too much. I wasn't a huge fan of the Strokes, but as I've gotten older, definitely really, really, really like this album. I think this was on Pitchfork's, like it was number 5 on like they had a list of fans' votes for the best albums of the last 15 years. And this was 5. The 1 and 2 were Radiohead's OK Computer and Kid A, and I think 3 was Drew Milk Hotel's The Aeroplane Over the Sea. I think this may have been 4. I don't know. It was up there. But really good. Their new album just came out. I wasn't a huge fan of it. I checked it out, but wasn't a fan of it. Won't be picking it up. But glad to have that one. This is one I really feel like I have showed before, but I'm just going to show it again. This is Sunny Day Real Estate's Diary album. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I had that right. I love the artwork on this. It's so sick. They're like Lego head people throughout the whole on the inside binding and stuff like that. On the creepy on the back, they're like laying in bed. This is cool. This is double LP and it's red. I'm a sucker for colored vinyl. I love it. So I'm pretty sure I showed that one. I've had it for quite a while. And last but not least, I was really happy to get this one as well. It's the Walkman Bows and Arrows. This one is really expensive online for whatever reason. I got it for I think like 22 bucks or something like that, and it goes for like 60, 70 bucks online. And I thought maybe this was just a reissue, but it's not. It's just regular from 2004. It's off of Record Collection, which is a really cool name for a record label. So yeah, Record Collection. The Walkman Bows and Arrows. They released an album last year called. It's escaping me right now, which is annoying. But yeah, what is that called? I forget what they're at. If someone knows it, you can say it in the comments. But yeah, really happy to get this one. Really, really awesome album. My favorite song is The Rat. I think it's great. So that's it. That's what I bought over the last couple months. If I'll try and keep doing this more. But that's what I got. Let me know what you've been listening to. I always like to listen to and give me recommendations. I'll see you soon.